I thought it might be a good idea to play some music so I can get pumped up for recording. I maybe should have taken my inhaler before I did that. Okay, lesson learned. I think I was only dancing for like a minute. Well, now that I'm more pumped up and my lungs are burning, I usually do clouds in oils because they're, oh my god, because they're a lot easier to make look soft and fluffy because you can blend them so well, but it is possible to do them in acrylics and still make them look nice, so. I had to take a break before painting because I'm a dummy whose doctor told her not to work out for a reason. Okay, it is a couple hours later. I'm feeling better and I'm ready to actually start painting. So we're just gonna do an acrylic painting on just like a sketchbook page, just a mixed media sketchbook page. I use a Canson mixed media sketchbook. I love this sketchbook. I only buy this sketchbook now because it works really well for painting in. Like a lot of sketchbooks warp and are weird when you put any kind of like wet medium on them, but this one's totally fine. It does a little bit of warping, but it's good. So I'm using my sketchbook. I have a cup of water since we're using acrylic paint. I have my acrylic paints here. I have an easy clean palette, and then just a whole slew of paintbrushes. I really like to have a palette knife to be able to mix with. I don't like to mix with my brushes because paint gets caked up in them, and I have to buy more paintbrushes faster because I never wash them. Which is bad. You should wash your paintbrushes. Wash your paintbrushes, kids. What I first like to do is I like to sketch out an approximation of where my image is going to be. Your sketch does not have to be pretty. It's just about having a base of shapes to be able to work with so you kind of know where you're going. So now I've got this super dark sky color I'm working with. And I'm gonna start putting it on my sketch. One thing to note, when I make acrylic paintings versus oil paintings with acrylics, I kind of want more of like a brushy look, not as much of a realism look. I like how I can build up lots of layers of it and you can see the stroke marks as opposed to the blending I do with my oil paints. I'm not a fan of this brush. I'm switching it out. I'm using this one now. So now I'm kind of defining the edges of where this cloud goes. Defining a couple areas where I know things are a little darker. And again, I'm kind of doing it a little bit rough. I don't want this to be a realism. I want this to have brush strokes in it. I want this to be a little more impressionistic. So you can totally do realism with acrylics. You can absolutely do realism with acrylics. I'm not as used to it though. And so when I go into them, and I realize there's not as much time to get down the little finessey details, I kind of just go a little more loosey-goosey with it. I think I should have started with some color to work on top of. I should have made this whole page like some kind of blue to work with so I don't get these areas where the light's showing through a little more. Now that I've highlighted a few more areas in here and this has dried up a little, I'm gonna go in here with some darker colors when you make those. And I'm gonna start detailing some little areas to really show the fluffiness. I just want it to fluff. Now I'm really defining these edges. Okay, I'm letting it dry a little bit. Yeah? What? Heard my girlfriend calling for me downstairs. Vinny had choked. So we ran over to the emergency vet, and when we got there and sat there for a minute, she was totally fine. Still 100% fine, just like, what? Why are we here? So I got interrupted from painting and now my paints are all dried up, so I gotta mix them again. I'm almost done though. This scared me. That made me nervous. I'm glad you're safe, baby. Was that someone knocking? Who's knocking at my door? Hi, Joker. Oh, yeah! Can I? Yes! Yes, please. That was my girlfriend asking if she could open a bottle of wine. We deserve it after the frickin' ordeal Bindi put us through. It's not your fault, baby. I'm sorry. We just need some wine now. Whoa. Whoa, not for Bindies, not for Bindies. No. Thanks. That's actually really cute. I don't know what the name of this wine is, but it comes in a cat bottle and I love it. Thank you, girlfriend. Bindi, go with her. Go with her. There's a lot more I could do on this, but this is kind of just a sketchbook painting. This does not have to be perfect. This does not have to be a finished piece. It's just practice. Alrighty. By no means a perfect boy, but a good boy. I think for me, this painting session was more so practice on letting a sketchbook be a sketchbook instead of a booklet of masterpieces. Not everything you make is gonna be perfect. This is not my favorite cloud that I've ever done, but that's what sketchbooks are for. Let yourself paint. Not to give up if it's not going the direction you want it to go. Just keep going, push it, keep pushing it. Even if you push it, it doesn't end up the way you want it, you tried. You tried and you failed. That's not what I meant. What do I want to say? No matter how counterintuitive it may seem, filling up sketchbooks with paintings and sketches that you don't like is really helping your art. I heard a quote from an artist or somebody one time that was about how practice helps you get better. It's like the one thing you can do to help your art is to practice, and that's very cliche. But what they said was that you have a finite number of bad drawings or bad paintings in you, And behind all of those bad paintings are good paintings, and the only way that you can get to those good paintings is if you paint out all the bad ones. You just gotta paint and paint and paint and paint. Keep going, and don't let yourself stop, and don't let yourself not paint just because they're not turning out like you want them to. The more you paint out, the better they're gonna be. The better they're gonna be. I have another little bristle in here. So, recap. Not my favorite painting in the world, but it doesn't have to be. It absolutely doesn't have to be. Little painting. Little cat. Little wine. If you like this video, let me know. If you want more acrylic tutorials, let me know, because I do mostly oils, but if people want more acrylic tutorials, if acrylic's more available for people, then I can totally do more acrylic tutorials. Tutorial. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook, even though I don't even look at it. Follow me on Instagram. Don't bother with Facebook. It's a dying site. You can check out my website at emilymackeyart.com, and I'm so frazzled from Bindy's like near-death experience that wasn't even a near-death experience that I can't even like figure out my words or do anything right.